One of the big surprises from this past February Direct was the announcement for a Daemon X Machina demo. This got many people excited, especially ourselves, to try out this new IP with what looks like the most technically advanced mech game ever created. Nintendo then followed this announcement, saying they want as much fan feedback possible from the demo, through social media and a survey which they emailed to people who downloaded the demo. And without further ado, let's dive headfirst into Daemon X Machina.
The demo starts off with a diverse and elaborate avatar customization screen. Here, you have a wide range of features to create the character you wish to be. You have your more common features, such as skin color, hairstyles, and hair color, but what immediately grabbed our attention is that each feature can be colored from a full range color palette. You are no longer restricted to any preset colors. You want blue skin, orange hair, and red eyes? Go for it. Nothing stopping you here.
Oh my God!
The customization continues with your suit. The suit has 3 areas that can be individually covered, all with the same unlimited color palette to choose from.
After completing your avatar, you are welcome into the Arsenal Hangar. You see your initial default arsenal, as well as 3 empty hangar pads. Since throughout the entire demo, your party's arsenals are not present in the hangar, this leads us to believe you can possess up to 4 arsenals at a time. Once you're acquainted with your arsenal, you are thrown into the Mercenary Aptitude Test, essentially your tutorial. You will learn the basics of the weaponry systems and general battle mechanics for the game. Once complete, you can customize your arsenal. The arsenal has the same customization features as your avatar suit, with another level of detail by having the ability to customize each body part of your arsenal individually. There are some patterns and decals you can throw on, and from what we can tell from the demo, you have to unlock these through gameplay.
The 3 missions started off easy, but gradually increased in difficulty. The first mission introduced equipment scavenging from other fallen arsenals. This is the process to upgrade your arsenal slowly by salvaging from other suits. This includes obtaining new weapons as well. After each mission, the game provides your stats from your last bout. These stats include a line diagram of your health over time, your efficiency for each weapon, and your total earnings after taking into account the cost to repair any damages to your arsenal. It is a very elaborate and well-organized batch of information that provides analytical minds, like Sean, some data that we could greatly appreciate.
One aspect we definitely want to highlight is the music. The heavy metal and rock soundtrack complements the fast pace and intense combat when you are either fighting multiple enemies that surround you, a giant 4-legged tank with a mecha cannon, or all the above. The art style is unique and a fresh take for any gamer. I would describe it as a middle ground between a graphic-intensive console title and a fun arcade shoot-'em-up game. The comic book style pairs well with the futuristic and science fiction setting, and offers enough color and flair to pop off the screen.
We did not see many performance hiccups, but the frame rate would dip as the action on the screen intensified. For us, the game did not freeze or have any major technical issues. Hopefully, the frame rate will be worked on prior to release to either get it at a solid 30 FPS or, for the best case scenario, 60 frames per second. However, we would not be upset if it remained at 30 without any slowdowns. There was one audio glitch where the music cut out, but doing a soft reset after the mission fixed it.
Another issue we had was the camera. The camera can get fixated on a single enemy, and when its fast-paced action and sudden movement from the enemy goes across the screen, this could remove your arsenal from view at times. This was really apparent during the final mission when battling against the Colossus Immortal, as it would charge past you. Between the camera having some issues and the frame rate dipping occasionally, it would become a little mind-jarring at times.
Besides that, the gameplay is solid. After some time getting used to the controls, maneuvering your arsenal is fairly straightforward for basic movements. As you continue to play, you learn how to incorporate your boost as tool for quick, evasive actions. We did not become pros at it yet, but it is worth your time to check out other videos for the more advanced mech pilots out there. From what we can tell, there is some lore to learn from the game. The demo did not go deep into what the story is about, but it was enough to intrigue us to learn more about when the game launches. Since we have little experience with mech games, we wanted to ask a veteran in this genre to see how Daemon X Machina compares to other mech titles. We reached out to GK on Twitter for some of his thoughts as a mech game aficionado. I really like the Daemon X Machina demo. First and foremost, the game truly is about deciding what style of play you want to pursue and then customizing your mech and your controls to best suit that style, which is a key part of being a pure mech game in my opinion. Tweaking things to your liking and learning to get comfortable with those tweaks is how games like this and Armored Core capture the essence of being a mech pilot. I will say that based on the demo, Armored Core is a way more customization focused than Daemon X Machina. While Daemon X Machina leans way more heavily into the heavy game aspects as far as how your mech handles, because there are a lot more movement options and combat options in Daemon X Machina than in Armored Core, infinite flight, and barrel rolls for example. I'm guessing they could be taking some influence from the Gundam Versus in that aspect to make combat feel more engaging than it was in Armored Core. I could be wrong about the direct Gundam Versus influence, but either way, it feels great in that aspect. As far as my issues with it, I'm really hoping they fix the frame rate during the boss fights and some busier moments. Also hoping they add motion control aiming option. The action during some of the fights was so fast at times that aiming with the analog stick just didn't always feel natural. Gyro aiming would be aiming that would be way more natural and would be huge because it would be the first game of this speed and style to have that option. This could potentially be a landmark moment for gyro aiming and mech games if they pull it off properly. Would be really cool to feel like I could naturally control my camera to follow the enemy mech that just boosted above me at a high speed. That's something that wasn't very feasible in the past, which is why the strict lock-on mechanics were popular with these types of games, so hopefully they can add gyro aiming in. I'm looking forward to the game, hoping they implement the feedback they're getting, because the core game has got me very excited.
Thank you, Jakai. Go check him out on Twitter for his thoughts on gaming and some amazing custom controllers he designs. All in all, the demo provided a solid experience for people to enjoy this new IP. The missions overall were fairly easy, if only time-consuming, but they provided enough of a challenge to give the player a playground to experiment with the gameplay, and potentially master the arsenal mechanics. With some minor tweaks to the camera setting, and hopefully some optimization for the game performance to have a solid frame rate, Daemon X Machina will be a wonderful addition to any Switch collection, especially those who yearn for a new mech game masterpiece.
So what did you think of Daemon X Machina? Have you played the demo? And if so, are you picking it up when it comes out? Let us know in the comments below. Now, enjoy some of the gameplay from the final mission, and we hope you enjoyed our video. Be sure to like and subscribe for future content involving Nintendo and Daemon X Machina. Bye!
Let's make some noise, people.
I don't need amazing results.
Let's drop a beat.
Detecting AI reinforcements for the colossal immortal. Detecting AI reinforcements for the colossal immortal.
Every credit note.
Immortal fractal detected. Caution,